It is 16:31 on Sunday, June the 14th. Look at that reflection on the phone there. You can see outside. It's actually quite dreary out there. It's raining all day. I mean, it cooled down, which is nice because it's been quite humid over the last little while. I was worried that I wasn't going to get out for my walks today. I was able to get out in the morning, and then it was supposed to rain even more in the afternoon. And then I was just sitting there thinking I wasn't, I assumed because it was the rain was so heavy that I assumed I wasn't going to walk. And so I was just sitting there in my chair. And then all of a sudden I just listen, and I'm like, I can't hear the rain anymore. And I look outside and it's barely raining at all. So I got to go out for 2 walks. So I didn't miss any of my walks. And I just got back from my afternoon walk. It's, I already said what time it was. What is it, 4:30? Now, you may be thinking, if you're observant, hey, aren't you supposed to have your baby carrots after your walk, after your afternoon walk? Isn't that the thing that you do? It's what you've been saying all this time. Normally that is the case. However, today, I did not have my Pop-Tart. So yesterday, I was quite full after my meal. Quite full. I think I chose the bag of pizza slices that was bigger, because obviously the slices are all different sizes, and I noticed that one of them seemed to be bigger than the others, so I chose that one for yesterday. And then yesterday I also chose the piece of cake that looked the biggest. So I had the biggest bag of pizza slices and the biggest piece of cake, and I was quite full yesterday. And so today I was like, okay, I'm going to have my pancake for breakfast, but then for lunch, I'm not going to have my Pop-Tart. And so instead, for lunch, I had my apple and I had my carrots. And so I had a vegetarian lunch, I guess. And so I didn't have any snack after my walk, because immediately after my walk, I'm going to have my supper right now. So this is another early video. Tomorrow's not going to be an early video. Tomorrow's going to be a later video. So I'll probably have my Pop-Tart tomorrow, and then I'll have my baby carrots after my walk. There's another shot, a nice green shot. So, which brings us to our meal. Take a peek, see. We have another bag of pizza slices. That looks very organized. I look like a serial killer. This is what I eat. This is how I eat supper. Individually wrapped bags. So, by the way, let's just see what we're listening to. That is, I don't even know what that is. That is, I think it's from Violations. Oh, fuck. I just hit the tripod. It's from Violations. It's, I think, the first keyboard track from Violations. Okay, so we did everything. We got a bit of an intro out of the way. I'll try to make this video a little shorter than the last one. Yesterday's video was like over an hour, wasn't it? I don't even know how that's possible. I don't have to do any preparation for this. I just stick it in the microwave. So obviously I'm very slow at making these videos. All right, so just like yesterday and the day before, this is part 3 of, it smells so good, of pizza and cake and brownies. So what we've learned is I make 3 trips to the microwave. Each trip has 1 slice that has crust on one side. One of the trips has a slice that has crust on 2 sides. And then 2 of the trips have no crust. One of the slices has no crust. So did you catch that? Do you know what we're doing now? Yeah, so I'll grab these 2 on the bottom here. You probably can't even see them. Okay, can I have my pizza, please? Oh man, these look like some good pieces if I've ever seen good pieces. I'll just leave that over there. Leave it open, I guess. Sure, how about that? Okay, so here you have it. I mean, I should be able to give you a nice close-up, but I have to be able to sort of pinch both of them. Yeah, there you go. This is as good of a close-up as I can give you, because when I start trying to do close-ups while I'm eating, the food just falls, potentially falls. So I'm quite hungry, as you may have guessed, based on my meals that I've eaten today. So I'm gonna try 45 seconds. Now, to be honest, I don't remember how long I put it in for yesterday. I know I started at 30, then I went up to 35, I think. And then I think like the last one I went up to 45. It was either 40 or 45. I can't remember, to be honest. So I don't know if this is going to be too much. That's the worry that I have. I've been sneaking peeks at the chocolate croissants and the cinnamon croissants and the 2-bite brownies, sort of planning what I'm going to be doing after the cake is done, and the Longo's brownie. I'm still not exactly sure what I'm going to do first. To be honest, probably it's going to be the 2-bite brownies. But I honestly don't know. Honestly. I keep saying honestly. All right. So this is trip 1 to the microwave. Oh. All right. So let's dig in. I could probably give you a nice close-up. Oh yeah, that's a decent close-up. I can't really angle it very well, but this is a good close-up right there. All right, so let's cut off the crusts. Ooh, this is gonna be good. I can already tell, based on my previous 2 days of experience. Oh yeah. Got to get this bread out of the way. All right, now this crust. It's definitely not too hot. So 45 seconds seems like a good idea. And there's still one more day of this. So tomorrow's the last day of both pizza and cake. All right, so which one do we have? I guess I'll eat this one. Oh man, so good. Pizza every day. I'm on the pizza, cake, and brownie diet. I was a little heavier today again in the morning. What was I? I think I was 137. But that's to be expected. With all this pizza, it takes a while to digest all this pizza. Oh. Oh man, So good. So apparently, I did the math, like a party pizza. I mentioned this before, but I did the official math. A party pizza has square slices, and if you compare it with a small pizza, apparently the party pizza slices are slightly bigger in the sense that they have slightly more calories. So it shows the calorie amount, the caloric amount on the website. And so because they have slightly higher calories, I'm assuming they're slightly bigger in size. Duh. All right. Can't believe that was only 2 slices so far. I have 4 left. Oh my God. So, wait a minute. So what do I do here? What is the top one here? This top one has no crust. Oh, right. So that's what I do. I was facing a bit of a dilemma because there's 3 here and 1 here. But I think what I did yesterday, I just moved the top one on the 3 stack. And now there are 2 slices per, and they're exactly how I want them. There's 1 crust and 1 no crust. So that's all I got to do. Wow, amazing. Amaze balls. I think I'll grab the bigger ones first. I think these are some big ass slices. What the heck, man? Jeez. It like almost fills up my entire plate. Like I'm supposed to eat 2 more of these after? Plus a quarter of a cake? Well, this is what I signed up for, so. $45's definitely good. I could probably even go up to 1 minute, but I definitely shouldn't do that just in case it burns my mouth. Yeah, I was supposed to say this earlier, but you know, when I was in the pizza place, Pizza Nova, and I'm just sitting there waiting for my pizza, I was looking at the wall, and along one of the walls, they have what looks like, I'm assuming, are supposed to be sort of cans of pizza sauce, I'm assuming. They basically look like paint cans. They're a similar shape and size. You can't see in them. I don't know if they're real cans or if it's just like a design for the store, but there's a whole bunch of them. They cover the entire wall. And so every time I'm in there, I look at the cans. And I was curious how many there were. So I started counting, and so that's basically like they have a whole bunch of rows along the wall, same shape and size as a paint can. So just picture it, it's a really tall wall too. So I start counting. I forget which one. I think I did the vertical ones first. So I started because I was just going to multiply, right? The length by the height or whatever to get the total amount. So I count the top, the vertical ones. There are 15 vertical cans. They look like they're stacked on top of each other, but I think they're like in the wall. They're like mounted to the wall somehow. So 15 vertical, and then I count the horizontal, and there are 23 horizontals. So now I have to figure out, I did have my phone. I guess I could have used the calculator on my phone, but I didn't think about that at the time. I'm like, So how do I multiply 23 and 15? It seems like it's a little too complicated just to do in my head. And then I think, oh, wait a minute. I can just multiply 23 and 10. And then I can also multiply 23 and 20. And I'll just take what's between, the number that's between both of those numbers. So that's what I did. And what was it? 23 times 10 is 230. You just add a 0. And then 23 times 20 would be double that. So it would be 460, right? So what's between 230 and 460? I think it's 345, right? And so that's where I came up with the number. And then I was thinking about that, and I wanted to say this on video, like the first day that I got the pizza, which I guess was Friday. But I forgot. But then I realized there's an even easier way to figure out the number. Since it's 15, right? All you have to do is multiply 230 by 1.5. Right? And then multiply by 10. So basically, what I think is easier, in my opinion, is just figure out half of 230 and then add that to 230. That's the exact same thing that I did. But I feel like this was an easier way to do it. So half of 23, would be, I know 12 plus 12 is 24. So it would obviously be less than that. So 11 and a half, right? So 115, then you multiply by 10. So you get 115. And so just add 115 to 230. And you get 345, right? Which is the number. So this is the math segment of the video. Holy cow. Yeah, so I got one more day of eating like this. I probably shouldn't eat like this for more than that. It's not just eating pizza every day. I got a lot of toppings on my pizza. And they definitely weren't shy about adding them. Like, I don't know if you can see this. There's just toppings on the entire slice. The entire slice is covered in toppings, which is great. But it means I've got to eat a lot more. Okay, we're only halfway done. So yeah, there were 345 paint cans on the wall. Seems like a lot. Oh man. Tastes so good. All right. We're almost there. By the way, favorite part of the song. That's some good stuff right there. Completely improvised by yours truly. So when was Violations made? Violations was, I believe, 2022. Yeah. 2022. 4 years ago. Wow. Two more friggin' slices. Come on. This is quite tricky, man. Okay, so this I'll throw in the freezer, and then I'll toss it in the garbage on garbage day. I'll seal it right now. Definitely looking forward to that piece of cake. OMG, is that cake ever good? It's the perfect cake to partner with this pizza, because the pizza is quite heavy, you know, whereas the cake is super light. All right. Last trip to the microwave. Holy moly. 45 seconds. The bag is going in the freezer. Yeah, this is going to be, I don't know, this was kind of ambitious here, getting a party pizza, eating it over the span of 4 days, along with a cake that I'm eating over the span of the same 4 days, along with brownie, with a Longo's brownie that I'm even eating over the span of 4 days. Yeah, it's definitely a very ambitious task that I chose to attempt, challenge. And I think I'll be able to do it, but tomorrow is going to be tricky. Tomorrow is going to be quite tricky. Okay. And then after this, we got some mac and cheese, which will bring us back to normal, back to the huge. So this is excessive supper and dessert. So these are the hard ones to do. I was gonna say, oh yeah, I continued watching The Conjuring. I don't think I watched any more of it yesterday, but I started watching it again today, and it started to pick up, and so I'm happy with how it's turning out so far. There were like two competing stories in the beginning, involving two different families, but now the families have merged. I think that's called dovetailing in the industry. I'm a smart guy. I learned that from watching Family Guy commentaries. DVD commentaries of Family Guy episodes. That's where you learn about this stuff. And I think I have about 50 minutes left. So I'm a little over halfway through. Apparently there's a sequel to the movie. So far, I will like to watch the sequel. So far. Assuming it's available on Amazon. I don't know. I don't even know if it is. And then I don't know if I mentioned this, but there's also this movie called The Nun. Yeah, I think I did mention it because I was talking about Tessa Farmiga. Apparently she's in that movie. Sister, very younger sister of Vera Farmiga, who is in The Conjuring. I talked about that. I talked about both of them yesterday. "20-year age difference. Okay. So let's try and eat 2 more slices of pizza. This one, at least, this slice here doesn't seem to be very tall. Seems to be this one is thick. This is a thick one with 2 C's. Yeah, I recognize a bunch of the actors in this movie, but I don't know where I know them from. So the one family, I think they have like 5 daughters or something. And I recognize the mom and the dad, but I don't know where from. There's a car coming down the lane. Ow! Must be a delivery driver. I don't know where they're from. And then there's also the other family. The husband, I recognize. I don't know where he's from. And then Vera Farmiga is the wife. I obviously know of her. She's the only one I know the name of. So, yeah. I'm going to have to go on all of their IMDb pages to figure out where I know them from. What's the time? We got 28 minutes? Yeah. I must just be eating like really slowly. Yeah, by the end of this pizza and cake, I'll probably be up to 140 pounds. And then it'll take like a week to digest everything. Oh man. All right. Okay. Officially finished 3/4 of the party pizza. So we got 1/4 left for tomorrow. Now I just have to compose myself. Now I've got to finish another 1/4 of that cake. Okay, first, I need some water. Yeah, this upcoming week, starting tomorrow, is supposed to be very, very nice weather, very fresh weather. Like 20 degrees, 21 degrees, 22 degrees Celsius, which is very, very, very nice. Yeah, it's going to be summer. It's actually summer in a week. Officially summer in a week. I don't like summer. It's too hot. Even though I live up here in Canada, but it gets hot here. Yeah, I don't like the hot weather. June, I also hate June because it's grass season and my allergies get even worse. I've had to flush my eyes a few times over the last couple weeks. Anyway, let's get part two. Let's get the dessert. This is, I mean, usually I say the desserts are the main course, but with this pizza, also with the Indian food, and the Indian food and the pizza, those things aren't appetizers anymore. Those things are main course part one. All right, so I have to rinse off my plate. I guess that means I have to wait for the water to get hot again. I should have done this earlier. I should have preheated the water. Whatever, I'll get everything else ready. Okay, so let's get the milk. You need a big thing of milk. Yeah, this milk is only good until the 16th, and I realized today's the 14th, so I should probably switch over to a new milk. The other ones are good until the 22nd, and then this upcoming Saturday, I'm going to the grocery store. Okay, so I have that. I got to get the brownie. I need the spatula, and I think, well, the cake, obviously. Okay, so this stuff I'll bring right now. Then I'll rinse off my plate. There's the horniest brownie in all the land. I'm so funny. I'm such a funny guy. Everyone says how funny I am. Just kidding. I don't think anyone's ever said that about me. Meanwhile, I think I'm hilarious. Okay, cutlery is done. Let's do the plate. I'm really shocked at how filling that pizza is. It's just 6 slices. All right, so I'm just drying off the plate. I was thinking about the banana chocolate cake today. I want to get that again so badly. Yeah, if when I'm at the grocery store they don't have the Oreo cheesecake, I'm definitely going to get the banana chocolate cake if it's there, if it's available. And if the best before date works out. Because I am just absolutely in love with that thing. I guess I don't really need my knife. My small knife. I don't need my big knife. Yeah, I don't need any knife. because this is so easy to eat, this cake. And the brownies too, yeah, both of them. They're so soft. Okay. Once again, here we have it. You can't really see through it because it's all foggy. This will be a nice reveal though when I take the top off. We're about to go topless. There you go, topless in the summer. So which slice do I take? Honestly, I don't know. They both look similar. I guess I'll go with this. Honestly, I think this one's bigger. I don't know, maybe I should take that one and I'll have the smaller one for tomorrow. Hopefully I don't regret this. Oh God. I'm supposed to be enjoying this, right? So, like, look at this. Look at this. Look at how beautiful that looks. Beautiful. Okay. So, see if I can get any chocolate off of the spatula. I think I got as much as I can. It's actually not entirely true. Okay, and I didn't really leave any on the platter here. There's a little bit, but that's it. Okay. All right, so this is what I have left for tomorrow. Beautiful. The back looks really good too, with the chocolate shavings. All right, so let's put this back in the fridge. With my beautiful, excellently investment, excellently investment, no, that's not proper English. With the excellent investment of the cake container. Oh, I need the spatula. Spatula goes on the counter. Cake goes in the fridge. Oh my God, I'm like full already. So this better not be a disaster. So yeah, I think I'll do it like this again. Oh, one thing that the knife helped out with was transferring the brownies. I forgot about that. Okay, so I've got to do it just with my knife then. Can you even see it? I don't think you can. All right, I'll just do this. A little chunk of brownie on the table now. Okay. So, can I get in here? Yeah. I really need a knife. Well, that was an oversight on my part. I won't need a knife tomorrow, though. All right, let's get these friggin' brownies off the tray. Come on. Horniest brownie in all the land. Like, what is going on here? It doesn't want to move. All right. It's officially moved. It's officially on my plate. Okay. How does that look? That looks pretty good. That looks pretty appetizing. Appetizing. All right. Let's put this away. And we are 40 minutes in. Yeah, so obviously I must just be a slow eater. I mean, there's a lot of food here. What do you expect? Oh. All right, so here is your beautiful dessert. The brownies. Like, look at this. Look at that shot right there. Holy moly. Okay. The milk, of course. All right, well, let's try this. Let's try to eat another huge amount of cake. It's a big chunk of the cake. Oh my God. This is just so ridiculous. It's so easy to eat. It just melts in your mouth. So I'm eating the end, the side, first. Okay. I made some good progress there. All right. So let's have one of these brownies then. Making progress. Oh man, like this cake is just ridiculous. It's the easiest to eat cake in the history of cakes. So I just have that rectangle now. Okay. So should I have another? Yeah, I'll have another brownie. Probably not very smart to be eating the brownies as well. I mean, I already have a huge thing of cake here. This is like overkill. Oh my God, this is really hard. Okay, so I think I'm just gonna finish the cake first, and then I'll work on the remaining brownies. Okay, well, I officially finished the cake. I really shouldn't even eat the rest of these brownies. The question is, though, if I don't, what do I do with them? So these are good until the 16th. Today's the 14th, tomorrow's the 15th. If I don't eat any brownies tomorrow, I'll have 6 left. Okay, that's what I probably should do. I'll save the brownies. I won't have any tomorrow. And then on Tuesday, when I start up on the mac and cheese, I'll finish off these brownies. And I'll also start eating the 2-bite brownies. Yeah. I think that's what I should do. Yeah. Because this is too much. I can't keep doing this day after day. I mean, I do want to eat these, but I'm just thinking about tomorrow. Because I have to do this all over again tomorrow. Yeah, so I think I probably should call it. I can't make up my mind. I cannot make up my mind. It'll be a lot easier tomorrow for me to eat just the cake and the pizza with no brownies. So that's a positive. But I only ate 2 brownies today. I only had 2. Okay, well, yeah, I'll put the brownies back, I guess. I feel bad for doing that. I mean, I feel bad for doing that, for not eating the brownies. I feel like I failed in my quest to become a fatty. Again, I used to be fat. Ish. Okay, well, at least the video's under an hour today. All right, so it's 5:23. Let's finish my milk. And let's have some water. Okay, so this was a poor showing by me today. Disgraceful, even. But I think that was too much food. The party pizza was ambitious, like I mentioned. Probably a little too ambitious, especially when you mix in the cake. What was I thinking? However, there's only one day left, and tomorrow I'm not having any brownies. So, like, the cake itself is very easy to eat, even though I'm eating a quarter of it. Now, I'm trying to think here. Did I eat the big piece, the piece that I thought was big today? I think I did. However, the other piece was also basically the same size. So that's going to be my goal tomorrow, to finish the cake. Hopefully I can do it. And then, so I've got 6 brownie chunks left, which I will eat on Tuesday, along with some 2-bite brownies. So I've done that before. I've mixed those 2 brownies together. The 2 bites are good until July 7th, I think. So they'll be featured in another video as well. So, and I still got the croissants as well. But yeah, just got to get through the pizza days, because those things are very filling. And yeah, then just gonna have the mac and cheese, just, a little normal bowl of pasta. So that should be fun. Anyway, stay tuned for tomorrow, the finale of the pizza and the chocolate mousse cake. Both have been phenomenal, though it's been quite challenging. I think I failed today in my challenge. And tomorrow I failed as well. I preemptively failed because I'm not having any brownies tomorrow, but hopefully I won't feel as full tomorrow. I don't feel like too full right now. I think it helps that I didn't eat those last 2 brownies. I could have eaten the brownies, but I'm glad I didn't. So anyway, until tomorrow.